Hi, this is Ushio, and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. This is the Saviour mod. And last time... So yeah, spoilers, we're at the end game sort of thing. And Maverick is about to destroy Izumi in quite a horrible fashion. And on the last video, I took revenge on Maverick. I shot him up, and then I got exiled, and everyone died. So yeah, humanity just got wiped out. So that wasn't good. So we're going to run through this, and then we're going to try a different option. So yes, Maverick, can you not do that please? I'll tear you apart. Bam. No good. Bryce tried to go between them, but Maverick aimed his shoulder squarely into Bryce's bullet wound. Bryce collapsed, convulsing in pain, as Maverick pounced on Izumi and tore into her. My hand reached for Reza's gun. It got entangled in my pocket, making me waste precious seconds to put it out. To make matters worse, my poor handling made the revolver's drum fling open. Both empty casings and unspent ammo scattered on the floor. My hands were shaking while I hastily reloaded the weapon. Okay, bang. Without hesitation, I find a warning shot at the wall right next to Maverick's head. Step away from her. I told you I'd show no mercy if I found the killer. That's enough. Stand down or I'm going to arrest you. But it's too late. The administrator, Izumi, was dead. We needed her. The coordinates to the human world were deleted, and she was the only one who had the knowledge to restore them. You've just doomed my entire species to extinction. Millions of lives will be lost because you couldn't contain your murderous urges for a single moment. Can't you restore the coordinates by yourself? She was an engineer. Do I look like one to you? By the time I fully learn how to operate the portal, if I ever manage it, my people will certainly pull the plug on the generator trade plan. You messed this up really bad, Mav. I may be unable to overlook an offence of this scale. How was I supposed to know? You can blame me for her death all you want, but you can't accuse me of dooming your species on purpose. Maybe if you stopped your crusade against humanity long enough to think, this wouldn't have happened. I noticed how Maverick's eyes darted toward the gun I was holding. Okay, so last time we made Maverick pay. This time, we're gonna do it a different way. Let's get rid of the gun. Shaking with anger, I threw the gun down the side corridor with as much strength as I could muster. Maverick visibly flinched at my sharp move. The only remaining solution for the situation at hand was the emergency coordinates. I had no other choice besides going back, again. But not right now, not in a state like this. For a moment, I thought that you were going to shoot me. I remember that one time you confronted me a while ago. I said I'd never do such a thing to you, and I'm sticking with the promise. I see. No matter how much I despise you for taking away the hope of my people, hurting you isn't going to fix that. Do you think she could even restore the coordinates? Last time I deleted something in the police computer, it was gone for good. I don't know, I just don't know. Suddenly, a vision-like memory took over my mind, making me freeze in place. What's this? We could just send them a letter. I'm afraid that's not possible. Okay, why is that? After what happened during some of the other attempts, I decided to delete the coordinates to humanity's portal when I repaired this one a few days ago. But the portal has ways to locate other functional portals, right? We could re-establish the connection. Unfortunately, looking for other portals through time and space would be a significant energy expenditure that we can't afford right now. Not if we want to stop the comet. Okay, it didn't matter if Maverick had killed Izumi, or not in the end. My mission was a failure long before I confronted Reza. No longer overtaken by anger, I subtly glanced at the grey dragon. Part of me felt guilty for lashing out and nearly shooting him. Are you okay? Not sure. I understand. Let me escort you back to your apartment. There's nothing left for you to do here. Thanks, but I can make it on my own. Not this time. Don't worry, I've got your back. I sighed heavily. I wanted to be alone, to think about my further course of action, but at the same time, somehow, I couldn't say no to Bryce. Okay. Maverick, grab Seb, call in the investigation group, and help him with the police work over here. Okay, I'm gonna deal with everything. Don't forget to clean yourself, you're covered in blood. On it. And, yo, Ushio, what's up? I did what I had to do, you can't expect me to be sorry about it. But in your case, I was wrong. My apologies. Okay, options. So, the thing with these mods, are these ones important? Are they gonna give me a different ending? So we got you better be sorry, whatever. I guess you wouldn't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's try and be sweet this time. I'm sorry. For what? I nearly lost control over myself and shot you. Maverick ruined the chances of your species for survival though, so I can understand your anger, and I'm not going to let his offense slide easily. He didn't ruin anything. Izumi did by deleting the coordinates. But she could restore them, couldn't she? Yes and no. She had the knowledge, but currently it's impossible due to the huge time and energy requirements, and we have neither of these to spare if we want to stop the comet. What about the comet? Is there something else going on? I'll explain in detail tomorrow. One day is not going to make a difference, and I'm too exhausted right now. Yeah, they don't know that there's a comet coming to destroy the Earth. It's just a small detail. Alright, let's go. You need the rest. Alright, let's move on. Wait, where's Reza gone? I looked around frantically, scanning the corridor, but found no traces of him. At least he didn't get the chance to steal back the generator. Quickly, go! Reza's snuck out. What? We were too late. When we stepped out of the facility, we only caught a glimpse of a weak glow as the portal slowly powered down after recent use. I ran toward the control console. Vague hope filled my heart. The human world coordinates were still there. I only needed to let them know to wait a little more until we diverted the comet and, no, not this time too. When I tried to contact my world again, nothing happened. Whatever Reza had told him, it must have convinced him to pull the plug immediately. My knees buckled and I collapsed on the ground in disbelief. We were so close. Oh, he's cut and run, bastard. And yet so far. So close and yet so far. I didn't notice how the world around me went dark, or how my back hit the soft grass. Flickering in and out. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you any trouble. All this stress is finally catching up with me. What we passed out, I think. It's okay. Let me help you. Thanks. Did anything happen while I was out? Not really. Sebastian's here, and I've assigned him to look after things underground. He also told me you were the one to convince him to abandon his post and watch the fireworks. I did, but please don't punish him. It's just, I didn't think it'd be much of a problem and, Thank you. I don't want to think what could have happened if he run into either of those two murderous bastards all by himself. You might have saved his life. Also, I've sent Maverick to deliver the eggs back to the hatchery and get some help. Medics should be here soon if you want them to take a look at you. Fainting like that can't be good. Also, Bullet's got 2 slugs in him as well. You might need to get that seen to. No need. It's not like you guys have any experience with human anatomy. Well, I know a few things about some parts of you. Oh, wow. No, that's not going to help. I know. But it could make you feel better. I'm sorry. I was just trying to make some jokes to cheer you up. You've gone through so much today. Thanks, I'll be fine. But I need some time to think about everything. Whatever you need. So, are you stuck in our world now? I saw you try to use the console, but it didn't work at all. Yeah, the coordinates aren't gone, but my people on the other side have shut down their portal. In the end, it wasn't Maverick or Izumi who doomed humanity. It was Reza. Damn, so now what? I don't know. I'm just tired now. Okay, let me make sure everything's in order and then we can go. Won't the police team need your assistance? No, they know what needs to be done, and if they find anything important, I'll read the reports tomorrow. Aren't you too wounded to go back to work, though? Reza shot you twice. You're right, almost forgot about that. What? The wounds don't hurt much anymore, but I'd better wait for the medics to get those bullets out and patch me up. Your natural armor's tough. I don't think I'll be able to walk around after being hit twice in the chest. Definitely not. It's impressive, right? Yeah. If Reza shot me first, or Maverick hadn't shown up. I'd say it's best not to think about such things. They're all in the past, and we're safe. It's good enough for me. Hey, Chief. I turned around to face a familiar voice. Yes, Sebastian. Good evening. Good to see you awake. What's up? Did you find something? I don't know who that other human is, but, look what they had in one of their pockets. Sebastian reached out his hand to demonstrate a metallic object. In the bright moonlight I easily recognised it. It was a copy of Reza's gun, likely from another timeline. So, there was another one. I think we should carefully search the whole place. I agree, this warrants a full detailed investigation. Maverick should be back soon, with some backup and a medical team. I guess Reza's case can be closed. He escaped though, and who knows what he'll tell your people about us. Do you think they're going to try to attack? No, sending just me and Reza alone took a huge toll on our power supply. They can't afford to send any more people. I doubt Reza would want them to find out the truth either. I see. By the way, did you enjoy the fireworks? They were great. This year, I think, was the biggest performance I've ever seen. You also avoided a huge danger along the way. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have left my post. In our line of work, such careless behaviour isn't good, but, I'm glad you're safe, Seb. That's all. So am I. Also, if I may suggest, don't mention going anywhere in your report for today. Is that okay, Chief? Sure. Let's say that the culprit managed to sneak past. Sounds good to me. Thanks. I don't want to get into trouble. I think you could have gotten into much larger trouble if you stayed at your post. Neither Ismi nor Reza had any reservations about killing, and the fireworks provided them with the perfect cover. I see your point. Maybe all the nightmares I've been having lately were more than simple dreams. Which is, yeah, that's the thing. With the looping time mechanic, not only does the main character have visions from previous timelines, all of the characters do. So, yeah, Sebastian, he kind of had that deja vu sensation that he got killed. Nightmares? I saw myself die on this exact spot. It felt so real. And the fireworks were there too. Yeah, it's happened. I hope that dream will never come true now. So do I. What do you think if we had an extra barbecue get-together to celebrate the end of the damn case? I'm in. Back into the Dragon's Den it is. You enjoyed it last time. I doubt that Naomi or Zhong will be able to make it though. Then in the worst case scenario, it's just going to be us three and Maverick. But you know what? It's actually fitting. We were the ones who did most of the field work, and now we'll get to celebrate. When I think about it, it's pretty weird. I've been to the police department numerous times, but I've never seen Naomi. You two managed to completely avoid each other the whole time. She's helped with a lot of the background tasks on the case, but always in a different place from where you were. Okay, I see. Quite funny how it all turned out, and here's our backup. I turned my head to face whatever Sebastian was looking at. A large group of airborne dragons quickly approached us from the town's general direction. They were led by Maverick, who by now had a diagonal white bandage wrapped around his shoulder and chest. Yeah, here they are. It might be better if you wait for me at the road to town. Okay, I'll let the police do their work. You've helped us enough. Get some rest. Stuff here shouldn't take long. While Bryce and Sebastian were busy organising the investigation, I walked away from the main group and sat down on the grass below a lush green tree. Medics checked on Bryce's wounds, extracted both bullets and applied some bandages before releasing him. In the meantime, Maverick led the bigger police team inside the complex, while Sebastian was tasked with looking for evidence outdoors. Watching everything from a distance provided me with some minor entertainment, but I soon started to nod off. Being half asleep, I didn't notice a lone figure approach me. Hello? You must be Ushio. Hello? Yeah, that me. I'm sorry for disturbing your rest, but I couldn't miss the chance. I'm Naomi. Nice to meet ya. Okay, so this is the first time we've ever met Naomi, and I think that this character has been created specifically by the mod makers, which is really impressive. I know that Angels with Scaly Wings, it has had a webcomic spin-off, so, and I think Naomi's appeared in there at a slightly different design, but it doesn't matter because they're kind of different continuities, and as they don't clash, it doesn't really matter. So this is Naomi in this. It's nice to meet you. How you doing? Likewise. Mind if I settle next to you? That flight was long and exhausting. And in the end, my assistance wasn't even required. Sure, make yourself comfortable. Naomi walked up to my side and lay down on her belly about half a metre away. I work with Bryce, so he should have probably mentioned me a few times during the Reza case investigation. To be honest, he didn't talk about you all that much. I think I first heard about you during the barbecue get-together that you couldn't attend. How typical, but I'm not surprised. He always loses track of everything, evidence, testimonies, and the amount of beer he drinks. Oh well, at least we finally got to meet in person. So, what type of work do you do? I'm the analyst. Every bit of information you found landed on my desk, and from there I tried to connect the facts and events into a single coherent picture. Unfortunately, I couldn't anticipate that Reza would use today's fireworks to cover his escape. Human logic and motives are too alien to me, so your actions are hard to predict, for now. Actually, I too didn't realise that he'd make his move today until the last moment. I see, but you made the right call and acted when you had to. Good job. Reza managed to slip away though, and he wasn't the murderer to begin with. I see, then who was it? The other human, Izumi, did it. No one knew that she was there, so you couldn't have really accounted for it. Who's Izumi, and why do we have a third human in our world? Exactly, this throws a wrench into everything I've worked on. It's a long story, and it doesn't matter now. It matters to me. I have to write the report on this whole mess and add notes for future references, you know. I think it would be better to leave that to Sebastian or Maverick. What's important is that Reza's escaped, Izumi's dead, and the murders are stopped. Okay, so less work for me, and I'm fine with that. And as much as I like analysing the evidence and building the case, I hate the paperwork that comes with it. You don't get to do a lot outside of work, do you? I'm not the fighter type. The rest of the team are much better at this. Seb is quick and agile, Bryce is strong, and Mav is scary. As for me, like everybody else, I was trained to neutralise the suspects, of course, but I'd rather stay away from violence and instead do the mental work. You look pretty large to me, though. Don't take it wrong, please. I meant your general body size compared to other dragons I've met so far. Oh, I understand what you mean, you know. I'm stronger than Maverick, believe it or not. But unlike him, I don't have it in me to physically hurt others. Sparring's one thing, but actual fighting and putting my life on the line scares me too much. Unless I'm left with no other choice. You and me both. I'd prefer to avoid hurting others. Too bad those two humans didn't share your views. All these murders, Bryce and Mav getting wounded, unborn children stolen from the hatchery. This is just too much. If something else comes up after this, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it. Don't worry. This seems like a quiet town. Really? I'm sure nothing else is going to happen for a long while. Oh my god. Don't just doom it by jinxing it like that. Okay, and now that we've met, you can always give me a call if you feel like you need to talk to someone. Alright, cool, thanks. Sorry about the breakdown. I didn't mean to dump it all on you. Normally I hang out with the others, which helps a little bit, but this time they were all too busy chasing Reza and I was left alone with my thoughts. That's okay. Bryce told me what sorts of things the police officers have to go through. I'm spared from witnessing most of the stuff firsthand, but sometimes even reading about certain events is pretty disheartening. I understand, especially when you have to do it day after day. At least somebody understands me. Yo, I'm here, I'm done for the day, so oh, Naomi. Here comes Bryce. Yo. I didn't expect to see you here. I'm the flyer on duty today, remember? Maverick dragged me all the way here from town, and apparently for no good reason. He probably just gathered everybody he could. Also, thanks for not introducing me to Ushio this whole time. Oh, that completely slipped past me. Way too many things do. You need to improve on your attention span. I'm working on that. One botched ship model at a time. My latest one isn't that bad. Ushio can attest to it. Can you? I'd say that Bryce has potential. That sounds more accurate. Hey, whose side are you on? On the side of truth. Yeah, so what's the plan? I'd like to hang out some more, but I must return to my duties. You're wounded, and you look pale and exhausted. You two should probably go home. Are you going to be okay? I can escort you back to town. We'll be fine, don't worry. I'm still a little bit shaken, but it's nothing serious. Good to hear. Oh sure, if you don't mind, we could meet up again in a few days at a nicer place. Sure thing. Give me a call when I'm off the clock. Naomi, will you be able to join our group for the barbecue? I've decided to organise another one to celebrate the end of Reza's case. Sounds like an idea to me. I won't miss our get-together this time, promise. And don't forget my algae. You don't have to ask. You a vegetarian? No, I just prefer balanced meals, unlike the steak munchers. Seb is going to beg to differ. I see. Oh, I really should head back to my duties. Bye, guys. Alright, see you later. Take care. Off she goes. Bye. She's quite charming, isn't she? Shame I didn't get to meet her earlier. Sorry about that. I'm surprised you didn't try to hit on her. I would, but she's my subordinate, and things could get a little bit complicated because of it. I see. Let's go home. I'm about to fall asleep on the go. Yeah, this is a long night. At least we stopped Reza and Izumi, and your world should be safe now. My world? What are you talking about? That comet you've probably heard about, it's going to hit the planet, and the damage caused is going to be unimaginable. We're talking about global extinction, event level of disaster. Okay, things aren't looking good for us right now. How are we safe? Because you still have the generators from the facility that Reza tried to steal. Their power is going to be just enough to divert the comet safely. I see. You should kind of better pass that information on to the council, okay? I'm going to relay all the necessary data to them as soon as I can. We have a few weeks before the impact, so my report can wait until tomorrow. How did you learn about the comet being a threat to begin with? That's a long story for another time. In short, Izumi warned me about it when we first met. I couldn't imagine back then that she'd turn out to be a killer. I see. What was with all that time travel nonsense she's going on about? I zoned out and missed most of what she said. I tried asking Mav why you were out cold, but he said he got enraged and didn't bother to listen. I think she's just trying to confuse everyone and pretend to be crazy to get off the hook for all the murders. You appear to understand her. What are you hiding? I let out a drawn-out heavy sigh. It was silly to think I could trick the chief of police. You want to know the truth? Okay, but I want this to remain between just the two of us. The portal doesn't just allow you to jump between worlds, it can also be used for time travel. Izumi and I have been doing this for many cycles now, trying to save both this world and humanity. And we managed to succeed, but I was not happy with the outcome. I thought I could do better than this. As crazy as it is, I believe you. Recently I've been having dreams of events that never happened, yet felt too real to be fake. Were they caused by your travels? What you saw were alternate timelines that are as real as this one. Damn, that must have been hard for you to relive the same days over and over, and some of the stuff in my dreams was straight up terrible. Did you have to go through all of that? Yeah, I've seen so many people die, Bryce. Sometimes I had to abandon ones who grew to care about me, and there was nothing I could do to save them. You're not having it easy. So I assume this try is a failure as well, and now you must go back in time again. I have to, even though I'm so tired. Maybe you could rest here for at least a few weeks. I'll do my best to help. That might not be necessary. What? Izumi, you're dead, aren't you? Suddenly, a hooded figure stepped out of the bushes. I recognized the cloak and the mask, but the voice, there's something different yet familiar about it. One of the times, it was actually the protagonist. It wasn't Izumi. Freeze, you're under arrest for multiple murders. I'm innocent, officer. You wouldn't attack and jail your lover, would you? I thought we had something special. The figure reached out its mask and slowly removed it, making me let out a surprised gasp. My own weary yet confidently smiling face was looking at us from under the hood's crude fabric. Okay, so what? Swiftly, the figure put the mask on again and took a step back. I'll explain it in due time. Okay, ignore the joke. Let's take a short walk. Nobody should disturb us for a while. Okay, so we're gonna have a big explanation. So I guess I'll see you in the next episode and we'll see what's up.